I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to welcome everyone out tonight. This is a public hearing on a variance application. The council will hear all persons presenting recommendations or objections relative to the proposal variance application for Tanner Sumas at 24 Harley Avenue. So, does anybody have any comments that they would like to say in regards for or against this? If you do, please stand, go to the podium, introduce yourself, and we'll see what you have to say.
Okay, you ready?
Ready? Go ahead.
Sorry. My name is Elsie Dawson, and I live close to this couple here, and I can see them out my back windows. And it's quite an improvement, actually, the trailer that they've moved in there from the one that they've had there for a number of years. They want to do a bunch of upgrades as far as the whole lot is concerned. And the trailers really, or a manufactured home, whatever you call it, is really a nice looking unit. I would never have guessed that it was something that was older than, I thought it was brand new, to be honest with you, because it's in such good shape. And considering, well, kind of my breath here, considering all the other things that we have in this town, I think it's a wonderful improvement. So I am for it, and I hope that everybody else is too. They're a very nice couple, by the way.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
How much did you fare?
Nothing that I'll admit.
Very good.
Okay. We don't have any issues with it right next to them. I did in the beginning think having the situation of that wouldn't be a good thing for the town, but it does look really nice. And I think that our town needs to grow. And I think that we need to look at it as a growth. So we're for it. And again, we're right next door to them, so.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Do we have any other comments?
Elton Kirtley.
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed that trailer houses move in here without a zoning permit first. That in itself, I think I have a problem with. It's an arrogant attitude, and it tends toward lawlessness, and it also hints toward a certain amount of corruption in town. And I think it's about time there be a certain amount of law and order here. I can't understand how any town would allow somebody to move into a trailer like this, move a trailer house in, without a zoning permit first. It's becoming an epidemic, it appears to me. This is not proper. And we need to have law and order. This is just one example of a lot of lawlessness that's been going on for all over town for a long time. So, quite frankly, I think these people that move their trailer houses in without zoning permit should move it out first, then submit their stuff, then put it back in.
Thank you for your time. Yes, go to the podium.
I have nothing against these people whatsoever. However, when I moved here, a list was made out, and I had yes or no's on it, and people signed it. And it was done properly. and was brought to the council, and I was turned down for a business in my home. I had to come uptown. I had to work like hell to be able to ever get uptown. Now, to bring a camper in like they did, and you can call it a trailer, Mr. Mayor, but it wasn't. It was a camper, a propane tank. And then not to get the proper guidance before they brought this in, I have an issue with that. Do it right. We have done this so much, we have another propane tank right up by the school. But all you do is drive down the street.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, if you want to go ahead and...
My name's Michaela, I'm Tanner's wife. We never heard anything about there being anything against having a propane tank. I didn't know anything about that not being allowed.
We did have one
We
before.
did. We don't
That was our
anymore.
heating supply for our trailer before.
That's been a while ago.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
it removed, but
I didn't know that
I
having
didn't
a
know that was an
propane
issue
tank
either.
was an issue. Also, I wanted to say, we were never informed that we needed a zoning permit. Ever. No one ever said anything. Even with the white trailer, the mayor at the time never said anything about a zoning permit. So we were informed after, and that's why it happened the way it did. But we are trying to make it right, you know. We don't want to harm anyone or do any bad to the town, you know. We want a bigger house, you know. We've been living in a small one for so long, and we just want a bigger house. We want to make our lot look better. Like, we're not trying to do any harm to the town. We just want to do better. And that's all I have to say.
Well, great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I ask a question of the attorney, please?
Of what?
Of Dennis,
Of the
please.
attorney?
Yes.
Yes, you may.
And the reason I'm asking, guys, is because I live next to a residence that had to have a variance. They came to me, they had every person's name for 300 feet on that list. I had to sign it and I had to mark yes or no. I'm questioning this. I have 5 signatures. One of them is outside the 300 feet. And there is a pile of names that I don't have. And I don't know if they were opposed, didn't get any notice. That's where I'm having a real issue. I mean, mine came, the names were all listed out. It was, could you please sign this? And you are yes or no. It was for a gal a long time ago. But that's how I had to. And I think I was probably one of the last ones to sign a variance. I know that there was another variance on Lover's Lane, and there was 3 opposed on that one. The one that was next to me, there was no one opposed on it. But, you know, that was kind of the deal. So that's what I'm asking here, Dennis. I'm sorry.
Mayor, members of City Council, off the top of my head, I know you have to get your adjacent landowners' signatures, or their consent, or they're just notice in their opinion one way or the other. Within the 300 feet, I don't know off the top of my head if that's how that shakes out, but I can look into it right now if you want a couple minutes, and then I can get back to you.
Okay, sorry about that.
No, I just don't have
I'm like, I don't want to be...
Why wasn't that set out before?
Well, I do have a comment. They went a
Excuse
couple
me,
of...
if you would just
Oh,
pull you
okay.
up here.
Yeah, I just gotta look into it real quick.
One thing I was going to say is they did
Can I
go
get
around...
I'm sorry, your first name?
Kim.
Kim.
They did go around to the houses next door to them and all of that, and went out further and stuff. And they went for a couple weeks, days at a time. And there was people home that were here at the meeting last time that wouldn't answer the doors. And so what are they supposed to do if they won't answer the door? You know, and then they're outside and you see them walk by or whatever, drive by. So that, I mean, you know, there's obstacles of why they couldn't get the signatures.
I can't answer that. I can...
If I may have 5 minutes, I can get the list for you.
I just know that there is some other businesses, and I know some people are out of town, so you would have had to have mailed a letter or something like that with a postage stamp to get it back or whatever.
I guess whether you did or not, did you attempt to contact everybody within the 300 foot
Oh, yeah.
radius? Okay.
Oh, yeah. There's one whole block, none of them answered the door.
Okay.
And I do have
And
the
then-
answer for you now.
Like my mom said, about 10 minutes later, I saw him drive by. I was like, really? I tried waving, didn't even look. I was like, okay. Well.
I understand.
Okay.
So Mayor, members of City Council, in looking at the ordinance, it looks like the 300 feet circumference, if a person obtains up 300 feet, 100% of the signatures in favor of it within 300 feet, the variance can be granted without a hearing. If the form, they do have to make contact or make an effort to make contact with all lot owners within 300 feet. And if they do not have 100% of the lot owners within 300 feet radius, at that point a hearing will be held. And that's what we're doing today.
Okay.
Yep.
That's just, so like, my question was Two Bear Tavern hit it?
We
No.
didn't know that was 300 feet. How are we supposed to know what 300 feet is?
It's on that plot now. You have
Is
to,
there-
you have to add your, you have to do your addition and your sub, you know. That's why I'm looking at the deal and I'm going, you know, there's, William McCraney would have been the next one over, and that would have put you right there. And then you'd have had pretty much, I haven't added it up, I haven't looked.
How do you do the math from that math?
It's pretty easy, I can show you, Tyler. I'm not trying to be, but, you know, it was just one of the deals that I'm asking because I don't want somebody coming back to me going, we were never contacted.
But you guys put out notice though, right?
The
About the
2-week
hearing?
advertisement?
There's an
Yeah.
advertisement in the newspaper, but if you did not hit up some of those people, and some of those people do live out of town, they don't get the Carbon County news, you know?
So if they got the
See-
Two Bear, would that be
Just a second.
a go?
Go ahead and stand.
Hey, my name's Jesse. Hey, okay, first of all, I agree with this young man and a lot of what he said. I do believe in law and order, I believe everything. But I spoke to these young folks, and I know that everything that anybody's told them to do, they went out of their way to get done. They talked to us, we're okay with it. I don't agree with that if there's things like zoning, I don't know about all that crap, but if there's something that needs to be done, I don't agree with taking it out, getting all that being done. I would think, as a town, the people who know what needs to be done needs to get with these young folks and say, hey, this is what we need to go ahead and get done and get it done right so they're good. There ain't no need moving their house. I know lots of young people that lay up and don't do anything. These kids are trying to make a home for themselves, trying to make the town look good, cause no problems, no issues. I live right in front of them. I only see them every now and then. They cause no issues. I think if there's something the town can do to help them, if the house is fine, get them straight and whatever they need for zoning or whatever. And I don't know why it's such a big deal. And then if somebody else comes in and starts moving something, I mean, it was obvious it was being done. I seen it the first day they started doing something. I was wondering why, but it wasn't nothing that really bothered me so much, so I didn't think much about it. Talked to the guy, and he told me what was going on. If you see something wrong, say something right then. Don't wait until somebody moves a trailer in and start trying to move them out and ruin some young folks' lives that's trying to make something for themselves. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
So what we are looking, that's why we're having the meeting, is because you may not have gotten in touch with everybody within the 300 foot zone. That's just what the attorney specified and said. If you'd have gotten in touch with everybody and had a signature from everybody within the 300 foot level, we wouldn't have had to have the meeting. But we are having a meeting. You didn't get in touch with everybody. So when it will come time, then at the next meeting, we will vote on it and see which direction the council wants to go with it.
I have a question about...
If you would please stand, Council. Sorry.
Ilsa Dawson. I have a question about Two Bear Is Diane even there? Do you have to talk to the owner or just somebody that works there or what? Because Diane is not very good shape, I hear.
I could call Diane right now, right this second, on speakerphone and get your answer for you.
It's my understanding
She has
Diane
no-
doesn't own the place.
No,
She
it's still
does
there.
currently. It's hers right now. I know for a fact it's hers currently.
Okay.
But
So-
you have the neighbor next door. I mean, was Mark...
I can call Will right now and see if it's
was,
okay with him,
was
because I'm pretty
Ma-
sure it would be.
Mark Vargas
Will spouse and spouse,
contacted?
absolutely. Get a
But
hold of
that's
him.
not the, it's not the point.
He
right
put
now.
forth the effort.
The
to do
point
it.
is that
Okay.
these guys have done everything they
Yeah.
can
Mhm.
right now, and we're in a meeting to look at those that are pro and con. Maybe they didn't get a hold of everybody. That's why this meeting's being held. And we'll look at the pros and the cons. We've heard from some of the people that don't agree, and we've heard from some of the people that do agree. So we have to wait, and when the council decides, that will be the important part.
I thought this was the meeting
Yeah,
that
to
where the council
decide.
Yeah,
does
it'll be the
decide.
next meeting after
According to
this,
the
the 7
variance.
o'clock meeting. The 7
Okay,
o'clock.
okay. I
No,
was thinking
you got
another
it.
month.
I was like,
I
no,
didn't
no,
know.
wait,
No,
another
no,
month.
The next month, the next
You're
meeting.
Oh my
up,
I was like, oh man,
towards the
too.
top of the agenda. So they'll vote then, and then we'll see what has to be done. Okay?
Not another month.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And just,
Commercial lot. Not a big issue.
Just a minute.
No, yeah.
anyways, and just throwing it out there, I mean, my job is just to tell you what the resolutions say. And the resolution just says that they will make contact or attempt to make contact with everybody, the lot owners, within the 300 feet. And if they do not make contact with all the individuals, or I guess they do not obtain consent from all the individuals within the 300 feet, then a meeting will be held.
Okay.
Um,
And
and
that's
they do
what
it. That's what this is. This is the hearing.
After the 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yes, after the notice.
Okay.
But it's important that the signatures, or at least some contact or some effort was put forth to make contact with all the lot owners within the 300 feet.
Can I say a
Make
comment
sure
and
you-
go up there?
Yes, please, come to the podium. Introduce yourself and make a comment.
I'm Kylie. I think that, like some others have said, this trailer that they are wanting to put in is an improvement to the current lot. The one that they have on there now, they've done a good job maintaining it, but this one is a huge improvement. Not only for the first thing when you come into the town, to see a little bit nicer trailer sitting on the lot, but the future stuff that they plan on doing on landscaping and helping this town have permanent residences that are nice. This is a young couple that is here to hopefully stay. And from what I know, they're really trying to toe the mark and do the best that they can by following the stuff that you guys have given them. And I am in support of having the better trailer on there and the future of the lot improving. I think it would be good for this town, and having some younger people in here might bring some other younger people in here and help this town get a little bit more than what we've got. So, thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
Jerry Hall. I think it's a nice idea that the guy is trying to get a trailer, but you got the rule over 10 years and you can't have it. Once you put that in, a 25-year-old trailer, you're going to get a lot of those in this town.
Thank you for your comment.
Okay. That trailer might be a 25-year-old trailer, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like a brand new one, actually. And if you look at some of the buildings, the actual buildings in this town that are ready to fall over, really, I don't know what the big fuss is. If every 25-year-old trailer looked like that one and they wanted to move a bunch of them in, I wouldn't mind a bit. Because, like I said, so many of our buildings are so trashy. It's disgusting. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment.
Yeah, when first we looked at that, we first brought it in, it looked like a newer trailer. It's pretty good shape.
Actually, I thought it was a new trailer.
Yeah,
I thought so too.
yeah. It looks like it's been all redone.
Any other comments? Meeting is adjourned. We'll start our next one at 7 o'clock.